Hey, it's your girl Be Real, and I'm thanking you so much for joining me for another moment. In the meantime, I pray that your day has gotten off to an amazing start, and if it hasn't, it's alright, because you still got a lot of more time left in the day for everything to be exactly what you're hoping it's going to be. I hope your week has been going okay. You made it to Wednesday, so it's hump day. You're almost through it. I just hope that everything is going well for you. For me, I'm doing good. Like this weekend or not this week, but wait. This week has been going pretty good, and so it is Valentine's Day week. Rah. Who knows. But Valentine's Day is this Friday, and before I say anything regarding Valentine's Day, I'll just I do want to say that I wish that your day is filled with love. I hope that it's filled with joy. I hope that it's filled with peace. I hope that you're not anxious about anything. I hope that it's not a day for you to give in to your emotions. But I just hope that you still find the most amazing sense of peace and the most amazing sense of joy in the day. You have a lot of different perspectives on Valentine's Day. And of course, being me, I got to be complex. I felt a lot of different ways about Valentine's Day. I've been the girl who was super excited about it. I've been the girl who was acting like I was excited about it, even though I wanted to cut somebody's eyeball out. And then I've been the one who was just decided to act like the day doesn't exist. I've just, over the years, I've been a lot of different people where Valentine's Day is concerned. Friday is coming up, and in my best Amarion, I don't feel no ways, when you feel love all the time, it's another day to show love and to be loved. So I'm not negative about it. I'm just like, this year is the first time where I can truly say, like, I have felt loved so well that, Friday's just another day for you to keep doing what you've been doing, real. You know what I'm saying? I want to just pause and say that I love how I make myself laugh. I don't know if y'all really be laughing when y'all listen, but I be making myself like hard down laughing here. Anyway, but yeah, so for some of y'all, it's just another day for y'all to, tell your sweetheart, keep doing what you've been doing. It's a day for you to keep doing what you've been doing. For somebody else, it's a day where it's just like, you know what? Everybody is trash. And so to you who's saying everybody's trash, I just want you to, no, they're not trash. Well, they might be trash, whoever you're thinking about. They possibly, I don't really know. But it's not a day, it's not a day that I would hope that you're upset or just feeling away. It's not a day to be stalking. It's not a day to be running, seeing who all got engaged and wondering why it's not your time yet. Like, let's just have a great day. I would just like to say that the Issa Rae movie comes out on Friday, and I will be in the midst. Okay. I love a good love story, and I believe that it's going to be good, and I'm excited about it. So, so that's my Valentine's Day spiel. It's not my full Valentine's Day spiel, but it's like my focused Valentine's Day spiel. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into what we're going to be talking about today, and that is actually one of the most important principles that's laid out in my book, In the Meantime. And have you guys gotten In the Meantime yet? Like, have y'all already gotten it or no? Because you listen to the podcast, so the way I see it, if you listen to the podcast and if you read the emails I sent, and I know I don't know who listen, but I know how many of y'all listen. I know who read the emails and all that good stuff. So if you're gonna be invested that much, you should go ahead and get the book. You should just go ahead and get the book. Okay, cool. So anywho, one of the biggest principles that's in the book is the principle of being a single girl still, and not saying I'm still single, but just understanding that I am a single girl still. And so this episode, I will explain exactly what that means and how that relates, especially to this weekend that's coming up. And so being a single girl still, in Exodus 14. And it's the verses 13 through 15. And it's funny because we actually get to keep on with the lesson that we've been talking about with the Israelites freeing themselves from the Egyptians. And so last week really talked about get your keys and start your bus, and just basically about staying free. Like, stay free. When you get out, stay out. Like, if this is not a place where God wants you to be, if reconciliation is nowhere in the future per God, then when you get free, make sure you stay free, because your bondage is beneficial to somebody. And so we're just not trying to have nobody benefit on our slavery. You know what I'm saying? So let's just stay free. So that's what we talked about on last week. And so to keep on going with the story, the Israelites, they have of course fled, and so they're out here. And so, but what's happening is that now they have come into the Red Sea, and it's like, okay, now we ain't got nowhere to go. So now they frustrated, they mad. Hey, Moses, why did you bring us out here? Have you ever felt like that? Like, I done took this leap of faith. I have, I've been trying to do strength, courage, and wisdom like Andy already told me to do. Why am I still in this situation? Why is this not working out for me as quickly as I thought it was going to work out for me? And so the Israelites, what they have found themselves is in like this situation of like looking at Moses, like they looking at the person who's been trying to help them, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you done brought us out of Egypt, but now we just out here, we about to die because they behind us, and now this doggone water right here, I can't swim. What we finna do? You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes you'll look at the person who is helping you, you'll get mad at them. Sometimes the person who loves you most, sometimes the person who wants to help you most becomes a very easy target for you in your transition. That was not what I was going to, I had no intention to say that, but I think that's good. Sometimes the person who loves you the most, sometimes the person who loves you the most, and sometimes the person who wants to help you the most becomes the easiest target for you when you get frustrated on your journey. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I would just like to suggest that if you know somebody love you, if you know somebody care about you, if you know that they try to tell you the truth, if you know that they try to hold you down and like really they have your best interest at heart, today will be a very good day to text them and just say, hey, I'm so thankful for you. Hey, I really appreciate you. Because people don't have to love you. People don't have to have your best interest at heart. They don't have to treat you well. They don't have to care what's happening in your life one way or the other. But to have someone in your life who does care, you should honor that person. You should definitely honor them today. You don't have to have money to show kindness. So it could be as simple as a text message just to let them know, like, hey, like, thank you so much for being like a part of my life. I appreciate you. So that was Moses to them. Moses is the one, he's trying to get them out, he's trying to get them freedom and all this and that. But now they didn't turned up on Moses, because they're like, bro, like, you could have just left us in Egypt if you're gonna get us out here just to get killed or whatever. And so what's happening, like, they got a lot of emotion going on, it's just a lot happening, right? And so what Moses tells them in the 13th and the 14th verses, basically, and this is still Exodus 14, he's telling them, like, hey, be still and let's see what the Lord will do for us today. Like, just be still, just breathe, be still. Now, in their defense, I will say this: don't nobody want to hear nothing about no doggone be still when trouble is arising. Okay, I know personally, when everything is turning up, be still is the last directive that I want to get. But when I tell you that in the last year, that was all God would tell me. Every time something turned up, every time a situation happened that wasn't what I thought it should be, every time I had every reason in the world to panic, God was always like telling me, be still, be still, be still. And I didn't understand be still. So what I had to learn, and this is what I'm going to share with you all today, is that being still is not always physically, but a lot of times it's mentally, a lot of times it's emotionally, a lot of times it's just in your spirit. Be still. Be still is an internal thing. Okay, so, and this is why I gather this, because in the next verse, God says to Moses, why are y'all crying out? Why are y'all crying out get moving. And I actually want to read that verbatim in the God's Word translation, Exodus 14:13-15. I'll just read it. Moses answered the people, "Don't be afraid. Stand still and see what the Lord will do to save you today. You will never see these Egyptians again. The Lord is fighting for you, so be still." And in verse 15 says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to start moving." Now, if you're like me, then your question is going to be, now look now, Moses, you just told me to be still. How you gonna tell me to be still and then tell me to keep moving? Like, I'm a little confused. And so when I remember, like I said, I've studied this for a while, and I remember just kind of looking at this like, God, how you want me to be still, but how you want me to be moving at the same time? And what God had me to understand is that being still is mental. Being still is an internal thing in your spirit, in your mind, in your soul. You need to be still. And so I was just like, still not really getting it, help me out. And so basically, to say keep moving, and because I want to bring it to what this means for you, what this means for me. To keep moving is to continue about your day-to-day journey. When you get an instruction to be still, it doesn't mean lock up in your room and look weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be still until I'm gonna just be still. Like, no. God never desired for us, first of all, to be weirdos, if I can just say that. I'm very passionate about that too, because I love me some God, I love me some Jesus, but I just don't think he intended for me to walk around like, here came shit. Like, I just don't believe that that's the way he intended. Did I have to do that? Probably not, but I don't think that, I just don't believe that he intended for me to be like weird. And not that speaking in tongues or anything like that is weird, but just like to walk around all day, just like, like, just let's stop. When God says to you, be still, that don't mean lock up in your room, turn the lights out, and I'm just gonna sit here and be still until the Lord move. No, that is not. No. Let's know. Let's think about this thing. Especially, this is how God gave it to me. Okay, now if y'all feel another way, yeah, but this is how he gave it to me. Being still but keeping it moving. That means when you keep it moving, that means go about your day-to-day journey. Go to work. Like, do things, go out, hang out, laugh, watch TV, like, keep it moving. Like, still go about your life, keep it moving, read your word, spend time with God, keep it moving. Like I said, the Easter egg movie come out Friday. Go to the movies. Like, you can still like move forward physically, but being still in your mind. So what do I mean when I say still in your mind? It's basically a battle with your emotions. Being still in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. To be still mentally, to be still internally, is to basically overcome your emotions. It's to overcome the anxiety that wants to take over. It's to overcome the doubt. It's to overcome the fear. It's to overcome the worry. It's just to overcome all of those things that you're thinking that's not causing anything good to come of that. Thoughts, that's one thing that I have battled probably the worst. Just my own thoughts. Like, I can be in front of some people looking so confident and so sure, but in my head I'm losing it. In my head I'm feeling like I'm not enough. I'm feeling like I shouldn't be here. I'm feeling like I'm very unworthy. I'm like, oh my God, is that, like, just always overthinking and always just like thinking the worst, or always expecting something bad to happen. And so what in this lesson is just saying, be still and see what the Lord will do to you today. And so when God speaks to me in terms of our singleness, or in terms of being in the meantime waiting for the next thing to happen, or just in the meantime period, like I said, in the meantime, it doesn't necessarily have to be singleness. It can be like from the time, between you being an employee and becoming an employer, just from the bottom to the top. You know what I'm saying? Just in the meantime, like, you have to steal your heart. And by stealing your heart, you say, like, okay, I'm frustrated, I'm worried, I'm anxious, but I don't have to be, because greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. Okay, so if the Father dwells inside of me, why should I battle anxiety? If the Father dwells inside of me, why am I battling this depression this way? If the Father is inside of me, why am I struggling with doubt so much? If the Father is inside of me, why is my self-esteem so low? If the Father is inside of me, why is it hard for me to really believe that victory is right here for me? You know what I'm saying? So to be still in this moment when Moses tell the Israelites, hey, be still, I believe that it was a plea for them to calm their emotions, because they were scared. They were out here, they done fled, and now they know where to go. They were afraid. And so for him to say, be still, I believe it was just a moment for them to gather themselves and just really recognize. He said, be still and see what the Lord will do to save you today. You will never see these Egyptians again. The Lord is fighting for you. So I'm saying to you, be still, because the Lord is fighting for you. And a lot of times we just look at Valentine's Day and we say, oh, it's Valentine's Day, so rah, 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 and it's just like this whole thing. And it's just like, people have their reasons why they do celebrate Valentine's Day. They have their reasons why they don't celebrate it. They have their reasons why they hate everybody on Valentine's Day. But it all stems from something. You know what I'm saying? If you get mad on Valentine's Day, it's because deep down, you probably fearing that you'll never have a good Valentine's Day. Or deep down, you are bitter that past Valentine's Day ain't been good for you. Or deep down, you just doubt that love is even real anyway. Or deep down, you're anxious about what your life is going to look like in the next 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's always something deeper than the emotion that we see with the natural eye. You know what I'm saying? So to be still is just to calm yourself from those things. And it may be fear, it may be anxieties, just things that you've never even discussed with anybody else. But today my challenge to you is to just silence yourself, really be still, and trust in the fact that the Lord is fighting for you. And when I say he's fighting for you, let's not take that in like, oh, he's fighting for you, so the girl who got the dude that you really like he's fighting for you, so he's gonna snatch that guy away and bring him to your doorstep. No, he's fighting for your sanity. He's fighting for your emotions. He's fighting for your peace. He's fighting for your joy. He's fighting for your hope again. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is fighting for you, but you have to be still, gather yourself, and truly understand that no, I am okay. And even if you're not okay, I can be okay. Even the hope of knowing I can be okay, that is enough to really change your day around. So it's just be still and know that the Lord is fighting for you. It's not God's desire that you will spend Valentine's Day weekend anxious about what's going to happen on Friday. Come on, man. Let's not do that. It is not God's desire for you to get to calling up every ex just because you don't want to be at home by yourself. It's not God's desire for you to just hook up with a random because you don't want to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not his desire that you will sit at home crying because ain't nobody call you. That's not God's desire for you. His desire is that you will feel loved. His desire is that you will already feel chosen. That's why at the end of every episode I say you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough, because you are already loved. You understand what I'm saying? Before there was ever another relationship, before there was ever another guy, before there was ever a mom who didn't treat you right, or a dad who didn't treat you right, before there was an uncle who molested you, before any of that, you were already loved by the Father. And you were just already loved. You have to understand that so many events took place for you before you. You understand what I'm saying? So many events took place for you. Before we were born, Jesus had already died for us. You understand what I'm saying? That is love, man. And even though certain events in our lives have not been fair, or certain events have not seemed okay, to really just go ahead and take in the fact, but it was good for me. It was good for me. Even that bad thing, it was good for me. And I know that for me, personally, there was this one Valentine's Day where the guy, like, I literally thought I thought we were together. Like, I thought he was my one. I thought we were like rocking till the wheels fall off. Like, had wedding plans. I mean, we weren't engaged, but you know how you sit around and talk about your wedding. Like, in hindsight, it's really stupid. But like, I'm thinking we like in there and we like working towards something and all this and that. And on Valentine's Day, he proposed to somebody else. Oh, I guess we were just playing, huh? And I remembered that day being crushed. You know what I'm saying? But I also remember being like, oh, I will never, on Valentine's Day, I'm going to be happy because I will never allow this day or this moment to define me. And even while that was good, and you know, it was a good thought to try to have, it wasn't even genuine because it became to the point where I was faking happy just to ignore that situation did happen to me. And so it was only last year, to be honest, where I said, oh no, I want to be happy for real. Like, I don't want to relive that rejection again. Like, I'm putting on a smile for everybody, but I'm going to my room just like, dang, like, that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, and people have gone through things much more severe than that, but that's just one example that come to my mind as I talk about this. I just remember saying like, no, I want to be happy for real. And last year was probably the best, and it was honestly like me hanging out with all my girls. We had a Valentine's Day and it was the bomb. Now this year I'm not doing Valentine's Day. Why? Because I ain't got to. But if that's where you at, then that's where you need to be at, and enjoy it and be happy and just really like, y'all, like, it's not God's desire for you to let this day tear you apart. Like I said, before you were already born, Jesus had already died for you. I always say, like, you're loved, you're chosen. That chosen thing is very important to me because for so long I never felt like I was chosen. But the Father had to really explain to me, like, Brittany, I chose you before anyone else could ever reject you. I chose you when I sent my son. Like, I was choosing you then. So like, what I want you guys to really understand, like, when I say at the end of every episode that you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough. No, you really are loved, chosen, beautiful, and enough. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I want, like, if you can get that in your mind, that will allow you to still your heart and still your mind, still your emotions a bit. So you're not just like running rampant, just like just doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, really get that in your head, because if you can overcome your emotions, then you want, like, overcome your emotions. And I really believe you'll start to see just how much God has planned for you, because a lot of times we're blinded to what God is doing because we're steady listening to our emotions. We're looking at what we've been through, and when we're looking so closely on what we've been through, we can't look at what we're going to. You know what I'm saying? So just let's still ourselves, like Moses said to them, like, be still and see what the Lord will do for you today. Like, gather yourself and chill out. And then in the next verse he says, keep it moving. And so like I said, that confused me, but it's very clear to me now. And it's, like I said, the principle that I speak about in my book. Like, keep it moving. Like, gather yourself in your mind, gather yourself mentally, but still have a good time. Still go out, smile, laugh, have a great day. You don't have to like shut life down because of your emotions. That's why it's important to be still first, then keep it moving. And to be still is internal, keep it moving, external. Does that make sense? Be still, internal, keep it moving, external. So be still, but keep it moving, and truly, truly, truly believe like that you're loved, you're chosen, and you're beautiful. You are enough. Before Valentine's Day, you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough. Before anybody call you, you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you're enough. Before anybody don't call you, you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough. Before you see these engagements pop off and it ain't you, you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough. Okay? You're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you're enough. Say it with me. I am somebody. I'm sorry. You're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you are enough, okay? And I think you're kind of dope too. You just got to remember that thing, all right? That's what it is today, guys. I pray that resonate. I pray it makes sense. Hit me up if you need to. Yeah, man. You're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you're enough. I think you're kind of dope too. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna just leave it there today. All right. Bye. Thank you for joining me for another moment. In the meantime, if you have not followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that now at B.REEL. Look, if you put REAL, you're not going to find me there. So go ahead and follow me at B.REEL. Also, you can follow the In the Meantime page at _ITMT_. And if you haven't joined the text family, just text ITMT to the number 31996, and that will get you plugged into all things Be Real, okay? Remember, in the meantime, that you're loved, you're chosen, you're beautiful, you're enough. And I think you're kind of dope too. All right, y'all. Bye.